Oh my gosh, look guys, look. It wants to go. Oh my gosh. Hey, you can't make that stuff up. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be starting this giveaway thing, and we're going to be reviewing a pan all at the same time. Now, what I have is one of them blue diamond pans that I am going to totally put to the test. I'm going to see just how good it is. Now, it claims that it's made with diamonds and all this stuff, and that you can melt plastic, and then you can melt cheese, and it will not stick, and you can just take the egg literally and dump it right out of the pan. Well, we're going to go in there, we're going to try this. We're going to see if that's really the real deal. I just got it the other day. I'm going to open it in front of you guys. We're going to fire it up. We're going to see exactly just how good this pan really is and if it does what it claims. Now, all through this video, I'm going to be playing maybe some clips as the as seen on TV. I don't want to get no copyrights on it, so I need to make sure I don't do too many. But we're going to see just if what they do, I can do. A normal person. So let's get inside and try it out. Okay, so just like all my other giveaways, there's going to be something that's out of place in this video. Now, as of right now, you're free and clear. You don't have to worry about going back and looking because nothing has been out of place yet. Nothing has been put in the video just yet. So this is the pan I'm going to be reviewing. As you see, it's not even been used yet. I got it out of the box and I looked at it, and it looks really nice. I'm not going to lie. It feels very slippery. Let's go ahead and read just a few of the things on. It says it's 5 times harder coating. They've added diamonds, which is the natural hardest material. It's 10 times longer lasting, and 4 times better heat transfer. Warp control, blah blah blah. So let's open it up. Let's see what it says. This is the 10-inch one. Oh, toxin free. Now I'm a big stainless steel person because I don't like have any kind of potential cancer-causing agents, in my cookware. And this thing says no PFOAs or no PTFE, lead or cadmium. Will never release any toxic fumes, safe for you and your family. So, it's dishwasher safe, warp control like I mentioned. Alright, here it says use low to medium heat, never let oil smoke or burn. Okay. Always use a little oil or butter suited for frying for best results. Do not use extra virgin olive oil or sprays as they cannot withstand the high heat. Easy cleaning. Okay.
So Nonstick, it's like cooking on air.
So as you saw in the infomercial, you saw they put the egg in there and they could just swoop it around. So I don't see any diamonds in there.
You need Blue Diamond, the non-stick fry pan infused with millions of diamonds.
I see speckles that looks like glitter, but okay. So without further ado, let's go ahead and fire this baby up. We're going to try an egg first and see what happens. All right, we're going to use just a little bit of oil. So let's get started. All right, so I'm not using high heat. I'm going to use this extra virgin olive oil. This is the one that I like. I mean, there's no, right one or wrong one, but we're going to use just a little like it mentioned. I think that's a little. What do you think? What do you think, guys? I think that's a little. Alright. That's all it said to use, right? Let's get an egg out. Alright, so egg is going to be first. Then I'm going to drop a piece of cheese in there, and then I'm going to use some shredded cheese. And I'm going to let this thing really cook. After I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it out like they show. And we'll show you guys. See if it'll slosh right off. Clean the pan out, and I'm going to melt some plastic in here. And then we're going to do my testing of it. Alright, so this is the egg I'm going to be using right here. This is just a regular old large white egg, and I'm going to go ahead and crack it in the pan once I turn the heat on. I'm going to turn the heat on first, and then I'm going to probably drop the egg in after it gets just a little bit warm, just like normal. And then we'll see if it does move around like they say it does. So without further ado, let's turn the heat on. Now we're going to turn on low heat. We'll put it on about 6, just to see. Okay, there's a 6, as you see, guys. Let's see what happens. Alright, so another thing they claim is you can use metal right on it and nothing will happen to it.
Super scratch resistant, metal safe, it's 5 times harder.
We'll let that cook for a few minutes and see what happens. So we can never have a video without that clock dinging. But, so I like my eggs over easy. But this time we're going to fry them. Once it gets to where the white part is actually completely formed, where I don't see any more loose white or yellow stuff, whatever, I'm going to go ahead and see if it'll slosh around. That way give it time to harden up, and we'll see if it really does do what it's supposed to do. I'm really interested to see, because this is a pretty nice pan. For the price, it's not a bad deal. Okay, so honestly, I can kind of smell something. I don't know if it's the egg cooking or what, because I did not wash the pan, and I'm not eating this egg, so I took it literally straight out of the pack, straight to the stove. So, yeah, I kind of smell a little something. I don't know. It's probably not good, but I think it's ready to go ahead and see if we can slosh it around. All right, here we go. No flipping way, dude. That's awesome. So that works. All right, we'll flip it with our metal spatula. Heck yeah, son. That's all right. Well, might as well cook a piece of cheese while we're at it. See what happens. Oh, what the heck. Let's put a little shredded cheese in there. You can't go wrong with shredded cheese. That's probably enough. I don't want to waste too much cheese. We'll let all that cook a little while. Always keep your handle to the side too, you know. That's safety stuff right there. Just saying. Not being a safety Sam. What do you think? Put this in there too? Sure. Says it'll take it off. That's the cheese wrapper. Alright, my egg should be done. Let's see if it still slide around. Well, the cheese slides. The egg, it probably, well, I know it would, but the cheese has got it all hemmed up. So let's go ahead and take the egg off. Alright, that cheese wrapper is pretty much gone. And you can never go wrong with cheese without having a little silverware or plasticware. Let's see what happens. Let's crank this heat up a little bit. What do y'all think? 7? This is where it's going to get interesting. Well, the egg definitely, as you see, it cooked good. I have no problem with that. The yolk is perfect. I'm really interested to see what happens here. I like my my forks well done too. Just saying. Spoons, not so much. I like them rare. This ought to make my house smell really nice. Luckily, my wife is not down here because she would have a fit. I'll turn you back on here in just a second. Okay, this has really stunk up my house pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and see what happens here. Alright, so far, the cheese, look at that. Unbelievable. The silverware, oh, now I might have a problem with the silverware. Or plasticware. It looks like it may not come up. So, let's keep cooking it for a few more minutes. Alright, I'm going to turn the fire off. See what we got. Alright, so it looks to me like the plasticware. Let's take it to the sink and see if we can't get that off. Go. Supposed to be easy clean, right? We are going to find out. Now, normal people wouldn't really, you know, cook silverware, but they did it, so we're going to do it. And it is not coming off. Or is it? Might have to use my handy dandy. Look at that, guys. Now, obviously, you wouldn't cook plastic. But if you did, it looks like it came off. You have to scrape it just a little bit. But for the most part, done deal. And there's what you're left with. A nice clean pan where it's not even scratched. Everything's off of it. And I'm ready for breakfast, guys. So, having said all that, let me go ahead and eat this, and I'll get back with you with the other testing, okay? Alright, we're out here in the woods now. What I want to do is I want to take this pan, and I want to scrape up the gravel with it. I mean, sometimes you need to scrape up the gravel, right? So let's do that. Let's scrape up the gravel. All right. It looks a little scratched, like it's not supposed to be, right? That's what it says. All right, let's take here and let's give it an old toss. It also says it's good for 800 degrees. Well, we're gonna take a propane torch and we're gonna burn it. We're gonna see what happens. All right, so with it scratched up and thrown, let's take it home and see if indeed, after I clean it out, all that dust, because I'm obviously in the woods, and we'll take it home and we'll see if indeed it will still cook an egg and cheese and come right out like it's supposed to. And then we will heat it up. Okay, so we're back, and you saw where I scraped the gravel, and I'm going to show you right here that it did take the finish off a little bit, and it did pit a little bit. So, and you saw what I did. I wasn't super hard on it. It's supposed to be super, super tough. Now, I will say this, when I put the water in here to clean the dirt out, which you saw, it still looked to me as if it was it's very slick still. So we're going to try and put it on the, put an egg on it and see if it does like it's supposed to. Now, I don't know if it will or not. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put that little drop of oil on there because it does say just a little drop. We'll put it back on 6. And we'll see what happens. Here is the little drop of oil, same bottle and everything. We'll try to do exactly about the same as I did last time. It's probably a little bit more, but you know, it is what it is. And also I got my propane because it says it's good for 850 degrees.
Even broil up to 850 degrees.
Same eggs. I'm not gonna use I'm not gonna use a single cheese. I'm just gonna use some of this again, and we're gonna see what happens. Because this, to me, should have done a lot better. Maybe not around the top where I scraped it on the road, but definitely inside. Because I mean, I really didn't do anything except kind of just rub it in there.
Watch, we sandpapered both fry pans. The copper pan finish is gone, but Blue Diamond lasts 10 times longer.
Well, if you're cutting with a knife or a spatula or a fork, it shouldn't have done what it did now. So we'll see. I'm really interested to see if it's gonna, you know, slosh around like I did last time. So let's put it in and see. And we'll let it go for about the same amount of time. Alright, so depending on if this egg does what it's supposed to or not, I may not even need the propane. Because, I mean, if it doesn't do like it did last time, I mean, there's no use putting this on it because we'll know right away that the pan is faulty, so we won't really have to even worry about that propane. And once it gets, you know, done right around here again like it last time, I'll see if it slides. I'm going to say it probably will because right through here it's already kind of coming up. Alright, so about the same amount of time as last time now. The egg is pretty much white everywhere, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it a slosh around and see what happens. Are you interested to see? Oh my gosh, look guys, look! It wants to go. Oh my gosh! Hey, you can't make that stuff up. Well, that's really going to stink, literally. So, well, we know now that it does work, so we're going to fire up, I'm going to clean this up, we're going to fire up the, yeah, that's going to probably set my smoke alarms off. The propane torch, and we're going to see if it'll do the same thing again with an egg. So, I'm going to go ahead and wash this out, and we'll see you back in a second. Yeah, so that wasn't very good, obviously. But I did clean it up, and we're going to try again now. Now that it did work, and we saw it definitely work, I plan on torching it with a propane torch. I'm going to do it for probably as long as I can do it for. And I'm going to really just give it a damn good dosing with this, and we'll see. Then I'll put it back on there, and I'll put the cheese in it, and we'll see if it does the same thing. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna go on the inside. See what I'm doing here. I left some of the egg on there. Just a second. So one thing I forgot is I have this thermometer. We're gonna see how hot it gets. To the back side too, might as well. Alright, let's check temperature. Alright, so temperature in here is a good, as you see, let's see what the pan is. 280. Let's get up higher than that. Okay, it's been another 2 minutes. Let's see what happens now. 463 degrees. Still not hot enough. Still another 2 minutes. So we're looking at what? About 400. About 335. So it's not getting any hotter. Let's try right in the middle only this time. Another 2 minutes and then we'll call it. $5.18. Alright, let's try it. Alright, so let's put some cheese on here and see what happens. Turn this bad boy up on high. It's probably already hot enough anyway, but let's put some cheese on it. Let's burn the hell out of it and see what happens. 401 degrees right now with the cheese in it. Alright, let's see if the pan is evenly heated. Let's see. So on this side we have 489, 483. That side we have 502. This side we have 561. And that side 464. So it's pretty close. It's pretty well burnt. Alright, let's turn the heat off. Take it over to the sink. Alright, let's clean it out. See what happens. See if it'll come out. Might have to break it up a little bit. You can hear how hard I'm hitting it, right? Alright, so it took some abuse this time, as you see, and still not warped, but it's got a little dents in it, so we'll see now if the egg will actually go right out like it's supposed to. Alright, we'll turn the fire back on and see how the egg does now. Put a little oil in it, of course. I mean, you know, you can't cook an egg without a little oil. That's what it says, a little oil. Alright, so I do want to say that the pan is pretty much the same temperature within 20 degrees all the way around, so it does evenly distribute the heat pretty decent. So we're still kind of almost, it's still cooking a little bit. We gotta wait for a few more seconds. So far I'm gonna say this pan is pretty nice. The handle is definitely, you know, cool to the touch. Even after the high heat, it's still cool. And you see I've been giving it hell, so hopefully the egg will slide out. I mean, this is some pretty torture to this pan. Most people don't do it like that, but you know, I've seen people scrape, you know, Teflon like that. So with a spatula, and not so much hit with a hammer, but I have a feeling it's going to slide out of the pan too. Hopefully not on my my stove again, but we'll see. And there's the clock. All right, moment of truth. Alright, my overall thought on that pan is pretty decent. I mean, you saw I did the stick. The egg was fine up until I pretty much beat the crap out of it. Now, normal people probably wouldn't put their pan through that, obviously. And, you know, the only reason why I did like that is because I wanted to make sure that when, you know, some people stack their pans on top of each other and, you know, they're going to be getting clanged around together and everything, you know, and sometimes when I used to use Teflon, which was over 20 some years ago, I would notice those nicks because the pans would, you know, fall into each other and then nick them, and I didn't want this to happen with this one. So I think honestly, if you're going to use it and you're really dead set on Teflon, it's a pretty good pan. I will never use it. Obviously that one's going to the trash, you know, because it's not any good. But they say it's safe for you. But if you read the, like I said before, if you go to Google and you read all the Google things where it says, you know, is Teflon good for you? Is this good for you? Is that good for you? Is the diamond? Is the copper? And they'll tell you, you know, basically that it's still not. So having said all that, like I mentioned before, you know, I won't use it, but you know, if you're dead set on it, it's a good pan. Just take care of it. Don't use a hammer on it. You know, I don't know that I would use metal to, you know, clean it or whatever. Obviously you can, and just with the fork and everything was great. But once I really started scraping on it, I don't think it did too well. So, you know, it is what it is on that. But all right, so in this video, there was something that is out of place. And also what I want you to do, I want you to tell me what kind of eggs you like. Now my favorite eggs are over medium, okay? I like their yolk really runny, and that's just the way I like them. Some people like them scrambled, I don't know. Leave a comment down below. So the only thing you got to do is you have to find what was out of place, and you'll also have to make sure you leave it down in the comments what kind of eggs that you like the most. Alright guys, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. God bless, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.